Morning. Today we're gonna get the radio installed in this tractor and get it kicked out. We finally picked up a two-way. It's a used one, but we bought it from a retailer that we usually go to for our radios. They're pretty good. He got it all hooked up and set up the way that I needed it in the box, so now I can just throw it in there and I shouldn't have any problems. I'm not looking forward to taking the roof off that tractor though, because we put a bunch of light bars up there and it's gonna suck probably, but we'll get going. Doesn't always happen, but we might have lucked out here on this one. Not surprisingly, someone's had a radio in this. It's got a coaxial cable. I'll have to change the antenna because that changes our frequency, but we may not have to pull the roof. I haven't done a whole lot of investigating though, but we could get even luckier and there might already be power and everything up there for a radio. This could be an easy job. I would like that. We found our coax cable. It's got this adapter on it, but I called the guy and he said if it fits in the back, it should work as long as we're not shorted out. So we'll take some measurements on the cable. And here is our power and ground. And here's our power and ground cable, which is like, it looks the exact same as every power and ground for a radio. So I'm gonna guess that there's a fuse on that, because it'll fit right on mine. So I'm gonna skip all the wiring, just put our radio in. This could not be better, really. And then once we get the radio in, we turn on that combine. I'll get little buddy in there and we'll have a little chat. So we can take, oh, we already undid the old one. Beautiful. That's the old one. Here's our new antenna. Uh-oh, is it not gonna screw on? Guess I didn't think about that. Uh-oh, I thought they were all the same. Here's our problem. We got too much pin sticking out here compared to this one, which is the new one. And you can unscrew it, but changing these pieces isn't gonna help. I think I'm gonna have to get in the cab and change the coaxial cable, which I guess probably not a bad thing. Got a fresh one in there. Maybe this one had issues. Looks like we're pulling the roof. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bolts. I can tell you what I didn't think about when wiring up all this was removing the roof, which I didn't think I'd have to do. I could put some washers underneath that, maybe space it up a bit, and then it would work. Now I kind of want to just change that wire though. We got things like propped up enough that we can get in there. We're hitting the lights on either side. Really less than ideal situation for getting in. See if that works. And if not, the antenna we bought, it came with this clamp, which, I mean, it can go on here somewhere. So I guess we'll focus on getting the radio in there, and then we'll figure out the antennas once we see if it works. Little buddy's climbing in there. All right, buddy, grab the handheld mic there. You know, the one you always play with Bop with, and then you just got to click the button on the side and talk to me. Dude, I hear you. That's awesome. Click the button and talk to me again. Okay, well, we've confirmed. I mean, it all works the way it's set up, so we'll button up the roof, get something figured out for the antenna, and should be good. I'm happy with that. And I mean, sure, that's not a long transmission. We'll see how well things work in the field when you're miles away from someone, but hey, progress. It was going too smoothly and we found a problem. The radio is wired just to direct power. You can't shut it off. So that also is no good. So we're gonna have to change the wiring around. Hopefully it's not too bad. We'll see what we can do. It really is quite handy to video everything you do, because I had that cab torn apart and I don't want to tear it apart again unless I have to. So we're gonna go watch one of my YouTube videos and see if we can find that wire for the radio in the video, see where it goes. Or we'll just tee into the key switch. I don't know. We gotta find power, keyed power though, because I don't want the radio on all the time. We're just gonna end up with dead batteries. I think this is the game plan. So we got the radio up there, not too far from here. This panel is fairly easy to pull off. So if we can get power in here for a keyed switch, then we'll just run our new harness up to there. I would like to find out what this is for and test. Maybe we got live power on a keyed source here. Then I have to just figure out what it's for, which fuse it is. And if not, we can pull it right off of the key, but I'm not super thrilled about that idea because this is on a 15 amp fuse. I feel like that's overkill for a radio, but I don't really know. I don't do radios. All right, well, I assumed it was wired in there properly, which after a little bit more digging, because I couldn't find a wire anywhere that would be for that. It's just like teed in there, just not great. So we're gonna run a proper cable. Oh man, I'm telling you guys, they were so close to getting it right. So there's a three wires for something. I don't know what it is. The black one's ground, red one is power, and that's battery power all the time. But this white one right here, 12 volt keyed power. You guys almost got it. So close. So I think we'll just put our fuse and harness right in up here. Keep it easy. Don't have to run any wires there, I guess. I really wanted to find what that wire, where it went, what fuse it goes to, whatever, but I gave up on it. We'll find out whether it holds out or not, I guess. So at least we have a fuse on this side now. We'll get that crimped on, throw our radio in there, and be done with it. We're getting things sorted out. It's gonna be a decent install, not gonna be anything crazy, but let's get a mount made. We're gonna take this existing bracket, weld in our own pieces, and then cut this bracket, and then we should be good. We tacked this metal plate to this original base. Now we're gonna cut the edges off. We can get rid of this piece now, and we'll weld those ears up and put a piece of the angle iron to make it fit into that slot and bolt in. There's our mount. Slides in there, and then you got the two face plates on either side with a couple bolts. Quickly throw a coat of paint on it and get it installed. Nice. It's about the oldest paint I could find, so it's doing a real good job. Adding a little bit of texture, you know? Gives it that high quality feeling. We're gonna do it all in one coat because I'm too impatient to wait. Oh, it's perfect. My vise is looking a little bit newer for when I return it to Princess Auto. This is good, guys. Got things all buttoned up, ready to back this thing out. And that radio mount turned out better than I thought. I mean, it looks pretty good. It's solid in there. We're gonna get this mic mounted up there. We'll be good to go. I just gotta quickly move some equipment out of the shop. I need to get that fuel trailer out of here, put the combine right in the center, get her opened up, then we're ready to work on it. So now to move the combine, we just take a strap, lift up the lift cylinders, put our belts on the stairs. Now it's good to drive, as long as you don't engage anything or have anything underneath it. So let's get it centered and back. We have to be in between the fans though to open the hood, the grain tank, and the roof. There we go, we got it over, we got the tank on open. We'll be able to open the roof if we need to, and we can open the engine compartment, but you do have to shut the fans off if you're working up there because you're awfully close. Back in the shed you go, and you can probably see it a bit better now, but yeah, it looks pretty good. And it's in there good, and it's on a keyed power source, so that's a win. That's gonna wrap this one up. Just a quick little thing I wanted to do to the Challenger. I guess there's technically still one thing left on my list, and that is the push button for the GPS. I haven't gotten that yet. I don't know when I'll get it. I'm not in a huge rush. It's gonna be part. We'll get to it when we get to it. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching, hanging out. seeing what's going on. We got a lot of these 2 tracks. Fun to work on, makes it easy, but also a lot of work. We'll see you guys later. Not bad. I think we'll be able to get the plow out of here if we need to, although we're kind of hoping it's done for the season. And when I have to move stuff next, I hope it's warm enough that I'm not worried about plugging stuff in. So that's the game plan on that. We're out of here.